lot of Gen Zs. I'm amazed. I'm even motivated to the kind of ideas that they have. They're phenomenal.
Our guest today, she's the powerhouse of intellect, compassion, and leadership, Ebositale Okwelebe, who is a tax auditor, gender analyst, and award-winning humanitarian with credentials from top global institutions, and a passion for women's empowerment. She's constantly trying to create a safe, growth-oriented space for young, women to learn, to thrive, and be mentored by accomplished female leaders. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you. So, yes, let's hear it from the woman behind the movement.
Well, I would love to say that my journey so far has been amazing. I think the journey has actually been amazing, fantastic, meeting the younger ones, and then my profession, which is very, very, very hectic. So I think the journey so far is.
So what made you decide to be a part of that gender advocacy? What was it? A personal experience, or there something that triggered that desire to drive that cause?
I was struggling a bit in what I wanted to do, what I wanted to achieve. I was like master of all trades. Jack of all trades, master of all. I wouldn't want no, master of all.
Oh, master of all.
Master of all, because
Okay.
I'm somebody that puts whatever I put my mind into or into, has to be a success. But then I needed a part. I needed to figure myself as a person, right? So basically that's it. So me personally, I know it's a lot of time, so I'm trying to cut my speech short. Yeah. Shout out to the Women Mentorship Forum. Fantastic, amazing women. So Women Mentorship Forum is a safe space for younger women and also the older women, right? So the older women are in there to connect with the younger ones, to guide them, to chat to them and tell them, what, I've been there. And I remember coming in, I heard somebody talking about the Gen Zs, which are the future, right? And I keep telling people the future is now. That's what they need guidance. You see a lot of them, and shout out to the Gen Zs. I'm a big fan because they are very vocal, and we need to encourage that. Compared to other generations like the millennial and the Gen S, which they teach them to be a bit reserved. This is your elders, you have to be reserved. And I have no issue with you respecting your elders, right? But then at the same time, you have to learn to voice out when you're not comfortable with something. And I have to give it to the Gen Zs,
They voice
right? They voice out.
They need to be too much,
No, but okay, so I'm coming there, Bridget. I'm
just
coming there. I don't have an issue with that. To embrace that. But there's nothing bad in people voicing out.
No, definitely not.
But you just have to know that there's a thin line between you being bold and you being rude.
Yeah, so what are the challenges you're facing trying to communicate with younger women, especially these amazing Gen Zs?
Personally, and I say again, personally, I have no issues.
Not having any challenges?
Not at all. Because I'm of that opinion. I see people for who they are and I accept them, right? But then it's taking me out of the equation. I'm going to talk about other fantastic women, right? The challenge that they face so far, they're like, okay, these people are too much. Their body, permit me to, their body, they stay one place. So they're always like, oh, you're too much for me. But I also talk to my older ladies, right? You have to be patient with them. They're lovely people, they're very talented. Because the Gen Zs are talented, they're the one dominating the media, no, but they are talented. Yeah. So I believe that we should embrace them and teach them that part. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so speaking to different generations, letting them understand how things work. As obviously it's not hidden. We know the wide gap in terms of mentality between women then and women now. Women now want it now. They have unrealistic expectations, and they just don't want to work. But if you look at things back in the day, women were trying to chase to work. They were looking for opportunities to work. But now it's presented to them. They have the platforms, they have the opportunities, they're more likely to get these things than even men in some places around the world. But you guys doing in that regard, in terms of shaping these people to going in that trajectory, that line, and understanding things need time.
Amazing man, the man I just met, young man, I just met right now, and then we're just having discussions, and I said, we're just talking about, the word in America, right? You'll see a 21-year-old person very successful. But in Nigeria, if you're 21 and you're a billionaire, it's questionable, right? So I just need everyone out there to understand that age is no limitation. Once you put that at the back of your mind, you know that you can be successful at 15, at 12, you can be a billionaire. Says who? Do you understand? So first of all, not to deviate and to answer your question, like I said again, we need to embrace change. The women, or let's say 4 decades or 5 decades or 1 decade ago, is different from the women of today. But I'm going to also also differ with your opinion by saying that the women of today, the Gen Zs of today, the young, lovely Gen Zs, women are very hardworking. I don't know
that's
women.
also in the
They're
majority.
very
They don't. That's the
hardworking.
thing. So that's what I'm trying to say. Women are hardworking. The ones and the percentage that do want to work.
Is important, right? And that's why I leave it out to the older people like Bridget and some other people, people like myself, to come to say, be intentional about mentoring and guiding these young girls. Because I've interacted with a lot of Gen Zs. I'm amazed. I'm even motivated to the kind of ideas that they have. They're phenomenal women. But what they just need is guidance. So I think what WMF has done for most of the Gen Zs is to guide them. We have webinars, we have outreach, we talk. We don't even mind the age gap. Because I know the oldest person in the WMF forum is 70, and the youngest is 25. So, and then when you see us talking, we talk like, we're G's. And that is what we need to do as women. Let them be loved and accepted. Accept them. When you want to change somebody, you don't just impose your opinion on them. You have to talk to them, treat them with love, respect, in respect of their age. Let's also be mindful the respect is reciprocal, right? You don't just shout at them and say, because I'm older than you, you have to. They wouldn't listen. So you have to be very patient with them, and you see that they fly. They're high flyers, so we shouldn't cut them. Let them be expressive. To compete for the attention of men. Why? You go to a club or you go to a space, you see two ladies. You look at them. Bridget is here, I'm here. I wouldn't say I. Bridget is not saying I. Why? Why? But there's nothing. No, I'm telling you, that is, let's talk about this, and this is what we face in the old world. Why are you? But
No, it's actually very true.
Like you see, man, you're staying here and I'm another man. I might just say, hi, but you look nice. We started talking, right? I don't know if I'm
always ladies that complain about that thing.
Boys collaborate, we compete. I can be sitting here, I'm already jealous of Bridget. Oh, now wow, see her lashes. She's so fine. Instead of, I'm actually liking the fact that she dressed nice and all that, but see, that compliment has turned into envy. And that is something that I feel that most ladies need to change, especially the younger ones. No, we are one. And if we truly support each other, we can go far in life. And that is what the Women Mentorship Forum stands for. We are actually supporting each other, not men supporting each other. We have been hearing that thing like since I was little. You know, I've been hearing that.
Let's actually do
Yes.
it.
Let's actually
Let's
do
actually
it.
Let's do it. God, who says we can have a female president? Who says so? Who says we can have a female governor in Nigeria? Who says so? Look at the women that are in leadership. Look at how they're so excellent in their field. So then what is stopping you? Because an average woman is 10 times more intelligent than a man, than an average man. Do you understand what? We are blessed. I don't like saying women, I don't like to talk about women and say they're weak. Who says you're weak? You're not weak, you're strong. You are strong. See, and more the fact that what we go through on a monthly basis, childbirth, hormonal change, and we're still standing strong. A man can never go half of what we go through. So this is something that we need to know. We need to acknowledge the power that we have inside of us and use that to collaborate.
We will come back to even talk more on how all the women can best, converse. Now, how do we converse with each other? Thank you so much.